Okay, in this little, we're just going to do a short section here, 29 to 34 of our Mark. This is Mark chapter 1. Kai euthus, we have our euthus again. We've seen that many times. I mentioned that it's Mark's favourite word. He uses it a lot. And immediately, now we need here's our participle here, and there's our main verb. So ex elthontes and then the cognate aelthon. Greek often likes to repeat the verb plus participle. This is common enough. Well, it happens in classical Greek, but it's very common in biblical Greek, and it's influenced to some extent, I suspect, by the Septuagint. And immediately, ex elthontes, having gone out of the synagogue, aelthen, he went, eistein oikian. Now you get oikos and you get oikia. This is feminine noun, and they both mean the same thing. They're just synonyms. So he went into the house. Now this is the genitive form of Shimon, Simon. They're treating the name as though it was a third declension noun. So we saw Simona before the accusative. This is Simonos, the genitive. So into the house of Simon and Andrew. Sometimes you get an iota in here, Andreos. This is being treated, I think, as a first declension noun, so this is the normal genitive for first declension masculine. So he went into the house of Simon and Andrew with James and Ioann and John. He de penthera Shimonos. So, and the penthera is the mother-in-law of Simon, genitive again. Kat eketo. This is from katakemai. Katakemai, which is to lie down. So it's kata plus kemai, to lie. So the mother-in-law of Simon was lying down, and participle puresusa. So this is a present feminine participle with the usa. She had a fever. So she said being sick with a fever. Kaiuthos again, and immediately, historic present, to make it very vivid, they say to him periautes regarding her. So they speak to him regarding her, about her. Kai pros elthon, and coming to her, egeran, this is from egero, I raise. This is the aorist form here. So they raised her. He, having come, it's Jesus doing this. Jesus having come, he lifted her up. Krateses, participle from kratio. It has a range of meanings, but it can just mean to take hold of. Kratio. It occurs in words like democracy. It can mean to rule, to take hold of in the sense of to rule. So democracy is the rule of the people. But here it's just to having taken her, and it's a partitive genitive, by the hand. So having come, he raised her up, having taken her by the hand. Kai afheken aoten hopuretos. So there's the noun connected with that verb up here. We saw puresusa. And now we have the noun corresponding to that, which is puretos, which is the fever. And the fever, afhaken, left. That again, we've seen that verb before. This is afhiami, can mean to depart. Here, well, it departed from her, it left her. Can also mean to forgive, to release. It's got a range of meanings. So, and the fever left her, and diekone, she began to minister to them. She began to cook dinner or whatever to look after them. And this is from diakonio. And you get a contraction here. So it's the verb is diakonio. As I mentioned before, this is not a compound, even though it looks like one. The form was the root is diakon. However, this was forgotten at fairly early time. I think I've seen this in classical Greek as well, and they thought this was some kind of compound verb, and they've augmented in here when they shouldn't have. And so then we're getting a kind of augment here, and then we're getting the movable nu disappears, and we're getting a contraction here, so we get a. So we get diakone, which is why and then you get the accent back there. So she was ministering to them, she was looking after them. Opsius de genomenes. Now opsius means late. It's really an adjective, and being used as an adjective here. This is in the genitive, and we get a genitive participle, so this is a genitive absolute, but you have to supply here horas. You have to supply the word horas, which is dropped out of the idiom. So it's the hour being late. That is why these are in the feminine genitive, because you have to understand that this feminine noun hora, the hour. So the hour being late, when hote, hohelios, the sun, edu is from duno, to sink. When the sun was sinking, the sun was going down. So it was late, and you probably say or at a time when the sun was going down. Epheron imperfect, they were bringing to him pantas tus kakos ekontas. Now there is an idiom echo plus an adverb, and this is just like the verb to be. Just translate it like is. And there's also this idiom echo kakos, and that's to be ill. To be badly off, so to be ill. And that's what we're seeing here. And it's all done in terms of participles. So they were bringing to him. Pantas, tus goes with the ekontas, and the kakos is in between because it's part of this idiom. So they were bringing to him all those who were ill, being ill, and those who were demon-possessed. Present participle. Passive. Well, it's a middle form actually, dianamizdomai, isn't it? So those being demon-possessed. Kai ein hole he polis, and all the city. Again, Mark loves to sort of over-exaggerate. He loves this word holos, all of it. Well, there couldn't be all the city, it would be huge numbers of people, but Mark likes to over-exaggerate things and make it very exciting and vivid. The whole city was, and we have this periphrastic, it's a periplastic pluperfect actually. You've got ein plus the perfect passive participle. Now the verb here is epi with sun and ago. Now you know sun ago is to gather, and the epi is strengthening that one. So for the whole city had been gathered, pluperfect form here. So it's periphrastic pluperfect. So this is in the passive. The ago goes to aigmene in the passive, and it's feminine because it's a participle agreeing with polis. So the whole city had been gathered prostan thuran at the door. So there it is there, at the door. Kai, and he healed, therapuo, polus, many, and we get the idiom again, ekontes kakos, many being ill, and then we get this nice dative here, poikilais nosois. Nosos is a disease, it's feminine, and so we get the feminine adjective. Poikilos, another wonderful word with a huge range of meanings. Here it has the sense of various, all sorts of, all types of. So he healed all those who were ill with all types of diseases. So we're getting that use of the dative of attendant circumstances or something. So with various diseases. And he cast out, ex ebalen, erist, many demons, and uk aphien. Now that's a very funny verb. It's from aphieo. It's a late form. It's a late form of aphiemi. It's not the normal. It's an odd form of the verb there. So it's the late form from aphiemi. Just yeah. So it's aphia. It's really connected with aphiemi. It's a non-classical late form there, and he would not allow. So it's got the same meaning as aphiemi. He did not allow the demons lalain to speak. Hoti, because eidesan is the past tense of oida. So the verb here is oida. This is the past. This verb oida has several versions of the past tense. This is one of the. This is the so-called Attic past tense of oida. Often in Attic the iota is not there. It's just eidesan. This is just a variation on that one, because they knew him, they recognized him. So just doing that again, he healed many who were sick with various diseases, and he cast out many demons, and he would not allow the demons lalain to speak, because they recognized him.